Hello, hello. Can you hear us?
Welcome to the Sunday live chat.
We got some new mics, and I have no idea if they are. So,
If you can hear us, if it's got an echo,
give
let
us
us
a thumbs up or
know.
a thumbs down because I have
Type in the chat. Let us know what's going on.
no idea. Audio is good. Oh my gosh.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Is it too loud? Because this setup is so above my head. So I was like,
We're trying something totally different.
totally new. Oh,
Literally only 12 hours old.
yeah. We came home yesterday and everything was on our porch. So I was like, look at that. I have a project.
Christmas came early to Kerri this year.
Yeah, it did. And Jesse too.
So
but welcome everyone. Welcome.
Yeah. If there's anything video wise, sound wise, please let us know so we can try to tweak it because we are learning.
I wanted to show off more of the fish room. I wanted to try to get like more in the shot so I could show you. It's a small, it almost looks bigger on screen, but it's a tiny little room. We have room for like a 3-foot desk. So,
well, I don't know about all that, but however, that's what you want to say. You got yourself a 20 by 12 at least out on the small
yeah, but
side.
we stuffed it full of fish tanks. So,
well, okay. I mean, I agree to that, but come on. Who just says, hey, you know what? I love my wife. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to give her a 20 by 12 at least. And just, let's just start throwing stuff in there. And now, look, all the tanks behind you, behind me. Come on.
The dining room. It was all in the dining room.
6-foot tanks in the dining room. Come on.
It's still technically in the dining room, too. There one of the tanks upstairs. And a 75-gallon and a 40 breeder.
Yeah. I mean, who else does that? Who just goes, well, let's just try it. Let's give
everybody who loves fish.
Or a husband that loves you. I mean, whatever.
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Well, I seen Metalheads in here. T-Bone, Jay Oliver,
Blue Dog Aquatics.
Blue Dog, how's it going? I appreciate the audio check, man, for sure.
ScienceGal Aquatics, welcome.
Mike's Aquatics and things. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm sure there's Jeremy. I'm sure there's a lot of people I've missed.
Welcome, Yellowstone Aquatics is here. Hello.
I'm sure there's people I've missed through here. I'm gonna try to scroll back real quick if I can. Yeah.
Jesse's touching electronics.
Yeah, I'm touching electronics.
Write this date down.
Yeah. You better mark this one in your calendar, folks.
I was like, you're going to have to operate a tablet.
She kept me way up late last night playing with all this stuff. But I did have fun. It was awesome.
I was down here having a meltdown. He was upstairs on the couch watching TikTok and Netflix.
No, I was not. I was watching the 80s marathon with John Candy.
I can't remember what.
I was on AMC watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
And the Three Amigos.
Yeah, it was the Three Amigos when I walked
with
upstairs.
Steve Martin Short, and
I was like, I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid.
The other one.
It was Steve Martin Short, and Chevy Chase. Or Chevy Chase, yeah, whatever.
Chevy? You mean
Chevy? Yeah, that one. That one.
Fish Tank Barn. How's it going?
Danikin is here. Welcome.
Danikin. Good to
I feel like my whole day got better since you can hear me. I tried with headphones. I tried without headphones. I tried with my computer, like I had to figure out how to turn off my speakers because then there was an echo, and then it was sounding like we were singing, like it was like, hello, welcome.
We were singing song and we were Dr. Susan at one fish, two
know.
fish, three fish, blue fish.
to push.
Yeah, if the cameras and everything are okay, everybody let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Please hit the like button. If
Mm-hmm.
you like this kind of setup,
Yeah.
we're trying something a little bit different. There's a
We're
lot of new
trying.
things
Yeah,
coming
trying.
for Kerri and ScienceGal Aquatics. So give us your input. That way we
We went to
can work with
Aquashella.
everybody.
We went to Aquashella and got spoiled, is what happened. We got spoiled with all the good equipment and came home and was like, well, how can we go back?
Well,
Jesse is big time now. I know he's, look at him over there. I
moving
know.
forward, always moving forward, never moving backwards. If there's anything though that we can do to tweak anything, we're gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things
A
we're
little bit
wanting
at
to
a
try
time.
out.
Mm-hmm.
I got the splint intake over my shoulder, even though the valve in this tank looks awful.
The light's a little, I wonder, no, because then you, well, no, that won't work either. Never mind. I was going to say it's a little bright. You can't really see, but you can still see at the same time. But you can see in the guppy, there's that little Fluval Flex. It's a 15-gallon. Is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it's a
I
15
believe
gallon.
it's a
That's the one
15-gallon.
we won at the auction in the raffle, and it's got some guppies in there, and it's covered with Val too. Like it's just Val and guppy grass in there, and then the one behind Jesse's got mainly Vallisneria.
There's one little bit.
There's a
It's
couple of
still there. I got one Madagascar plant left in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's hidden, but it's in there.
Mm-hmm. And then one over here on the other side, the trash can is full of Vallisneria too.
Hey, I like my trash can. That was my fun idea.
Yeah, it makes water changes a heck of a lot easier. I mean, we almost had a catastrophe like 2 seconds before we started. We were filling up tanks, and then I was like, hey, can you watch this for a second? Because I need to go upstairs before this starts. And you're like, yeah, I got this. And then next thing I know, you're upstairs and we're talking about how, again, I'm freaking out that this isn't going to work for some weird reason. And then I come down here. It's been like a while, like a good while. And we come down here and I was like, the water. And I was like, oh my gosh, the cords, everything.
Everything
and
soaked.
it is like
nothing got soaked. The tank didn't overflow.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that happened. Fish Tropic, I seen you come in.
It was by the skin of our teeth that we did not have a mess. We don't use any COT. No.
I was just getting ready to answer.
I would like to. I would like to someday, but not now.
Nope. Everything is low tech.
Yeah.
I mean, severely low tech. What we're doing right now is high tech for us.
For me, yeah. It's got to survive periods where I forget to turn the lights on. It's got to survive periods where I forget to turn the lights off. It's got to survive periods where I forget to plug in the filter. It's got to survive things like, let's try this light and it's too bright. And then I try this light and it's too dim. So they got to be pretty hardy plants to survive in my tanks. But
we stick to lots of mosses, folks. Lots of mosses.
I am digging is it the Christmas moss? I think it's the Christmas moss.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the Christmas moss.
This one, this side right here, that right there, if I can point, it's backwards. That right there, that little pile right there is a bunch of moss, and the shrimp, those yellow shrimp love it. They're always crawling all over it.
The king is in the house. Thank you. Appreciate it. Christmas came early to Kerri.
I almost texted you. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you.
Much help is always appreciated.
I was like, it's Black Friday and I need to order this. So let's try this. Let's try that. Let's try this. Oh, that looks good. And I'm like, Jesse.
And I said yes. And that was a bad mistake.
And then we're like, I don't know how to set this up, but there's like,
and it all showed up on the porch.
Yeah, like all day. I was like, wow, that came fast. I needed like a week to prepare, but yeah, that prime's right on it. I must overflow a tank at least once a month, but they are in the garage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only good part about concrete. I will admit, down here we have
It's
the pullable
concrete.
mats.
Mhm.
It's
It's like
nice.
exercise. They're like, I don't know, 2x2 foam squares.
Yep. We can take them, throw them out in the
Mhm.
driveway, rinse them off, whatever we need to do, let them dry. If we didn't have that,
Yeah.
we'd be in trouble for real.
But see, like I don't like I have. I'm not gonna say I haven't because I have totally overflowed a tank when I was putting water in. But I have a tendency to make a mess when I'm draining the water out. I always take the siphon, I put it in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I do something, and that's usually what I make a mess on because then it's everywhere and it's not clean water. It's always like, really? Really? I did that again? Dang.
Hey, Stephen P, what's
Hello,
going
hello.
on?
Welcome.
Hope the Thanksgiving break was good for you.
We have Thanksgiving right after this. Everything's in the oven right now. I'm excited to eat.
Yeah, so at the bottom of the hour, I will probably dip it out for
Hopefully,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. You're gonna leave me here by myself for 5 minutes?
Surely you can hang on for 5 minutes.
I got my friends here.
Well,
Just come back.
There's a lot of cool people in the chat right now. There
There
really
are.
is. Paul's
cooler
in
than
here.
me.
Jimmy P's Aquarium. Skulls Aquatics, which you said hi to earlier, but I did not. So I apologize.
I did get your video link. I thought I messaged you, but apparently I didn't, Steven. But I did.
We've been a little busy. She's been driving me crazy.
Yes, you sent me the first one. Yes, I did get that. Yes. Yes, I did. I did. And I watched it and I saved it.
Yeah, she's been driving me crazy.
Sorry, because I really did think that I messaged you, but apparently I did not.
I don't know how you got sidetracked.
I don't know.
The heavy anxiety of all this new fun stuff you've been playing with.
Well, yeah, it's just life. I worked yesterday, so then that got me distracted. And then I'm trying to get videos edited and the website done. And that I worked on a little bit of everything, but it's one of those I haven't gotten a single thing accomplished. I've worked on everything, but I haven't gotten a single thing accomplished. But the website is
I would say, when is the website going to be? How close are we here?
Super close. I think I've got now it's just down to making sure everything's in the right spot, all the links work. So if you would like one of these snazzy shirts soon.
Or a fish towel.
Or a fish towel. Or a coffee mug. We've got coffee mugs. What else do we got? Long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, coffee mugs and towels, and hats. Jesse's hat.
Oh, I love a good hat. Well, everybody that's ever met me knows I love a good hat.
It's so close. I'm so proud of myself because I think it's good, but we will see when you guys look at it. We will see. We'll see.
Well, what else besides all the collaboration videos that are coming out, which everyone should check out? I mean, they really should. I mean, this stuff is going to be just bonkers. It's going to be off the wall.
I hope I asked good questions. Oh, I did. But we're going to do a podcast together. That's why we upgraded all this fancy stuff, because we're going to do a podcast together. And so hopefully we can figure out what name we're going to go with, but I'm excited. We'll see. If you want to listen to more stories and randomness and hopefully some helpful tips.
Oh, there'll be lots of helpful tips, but lots of stories. I can guarantee good stories.
Do you want to read our super chat?
I sure
Mike
would.
turns to Aquatics.
Yes.
$9.99. Thank you. That's so nice. Dang, thank you.
Hi, Kerri and Jesse. I enjoy watching your streams. I started getting into plants more. Is it better to use a special light for live plants, or is it okay for a regular tank light? Thanks.
I will have to say that I've used this tank is a Fluval Stratum plant light. And this one is, I think there's 60-watt light bulbs from this lamp I stole upstairs. And I feel like they work both pretty well, actually.
And I feel that it's dependent on the plant.
There's some plants that just work better low light.
Look at your crypt that is behind your head.
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah, behind your head, the way I perceive it.
I don't know if you can see it, but that whole tank right here, this whole cluster right here is just a big bronze crypt, and all it is this teeny tiny little LED light.
It's a very low light tank.
And I feel like I've done better with lower light than super, because that light above Jesse's head is like a 5,000 watt or lumen shop light, and that tank, it grows plants really well, but it grows a lot of algae.
Yeah, it'll also scorch them.
Where this one, and it just, I mean, you have to play around. Some do well. It just, you have to play around a little bit.
And it's dependent on the plant.
If you can get one comfortably, because I like the look of the fluvostratum light, it just looks sleeker. It looks nicer than like shop clamps. But just depending on what you have in your tank.
Well,
and that's not a very good answer, and I'm sorry, but
well,
I feel like
what you're going for. If you have a guppy tank and you're doing a bunch of moss, you're doing like Valsinaria, you're doing the water wisteria, guppy grass, all that kind of stuff. You don't really, in my opinion, through playing around with Kerri, you don't have to have the best light in the world. You don't have to have the premium top of the line light.
Yeah, just whatever you can. But I feel like whatever you can get your hands on, like that little Fluval Flex light over there's got like storm mode on it. And you can like have lightning going on.
Set it to different settings.
I feel like whatever works, whatever you can comfortably get, you could probably make.
I believe that the best would be just knowing your tank and what plant you're wanting in it. And if it needs a lot of light, then go full out with. You can go a heavy shop light, like the Hydrophila loves it.
Those are
they just take off in that top 55. They love all that light. They pretty much and they block out the crypt that you can see behind Kerri's head.
This one is a shop light that has a plant. I think it's got red in it, so it makes it a plant light, and it works really well too. It just grows a lot of algae because there's not a lot of depth there. Where something like over here, that's all blocked over, like all that's covered. So you might need a brighter light to actually reach the bottom for all of this down here, but whatever you can comfortably get. I've just had better luck with a little bit dimmer than super, super, super bright.
Yeah, and we have never experimented
with CO2.
Super
super wordy.
Yeah, well, CO2 we've never messed with yet.
It's slightly double. I thought maybe, let me move this way, because we're a little further apart, but this is the first time we've used these mics, Steven.
Oh, thank you, Steven.
Let me see if I can scoot this way. Maybe that might help. Get away, Jesse, get away.
I'm always running away. As fast as
We're going to do this together. We're going to learn this.
Blue Dog, thank you. He said he would listen to that podcast.
Well, thank you. I'm excited.
And he also says he uses shop lights for most of his plants.
It's hard to spend $100+ on a light when I'd rather spend $100+ on a bunch of fish.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything, because like I said, this is the first time using these, and we don't know.
Audio is way off or something. Please let us know. If it's too loud, too low, whatever, let us know. We will appreciate any feedback.
We can't hear what it's. We tried with the microphones, but it was really.
Yeah,
dull.
When we put headphones on, setting
as close as we are,
Steven,
some more.
That was way too much feedback. And
hey, because now I can't see.
Oh, now you see now?
I can see. It's not something terrible. It's just something, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I want to try to, there's got to be a way through all the software now that I have that there's like, you can digitally see the ups and downs when you talk, but I don't, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll try to fix it in the next couple minutes.
Well, we can try to fix it, but all I know to do is to move.
3G, how's it
The
going?
little knobs aren't red, so.
Well, as long as we're not peaking too bad. I don't believe we are, but we could be.
Yeah, there's another software I have to download for the podcast.
Kerri Tropical Tanks would like to know if we turn the gain down on the mic.
I can try.
I'd say that could be part of the problem. Put them straight up. See what happens.
See if that's any better.
See if that makes it too soft.
I'm
sure mine could be turned down more.
He's a louder talker than
yell.
I am. We have another guest coming in too this week, so will be easier. We were trying to have a make it work moment. I'm like, I'm not going to look up all this stuff and not use it.
Well, we wanted everybody to be here for Sunday chat and enjoy our chaos with us.
What mics are these? They are the Shure SM7B.
Yep.
I just take everything that KG Tropicals has, and then I just make it on a list, and I gradually check it off.
Took everything off the list of the Aquashella list.
We sure did. I was like, Jesse, I need you to help them hook this all up so we can know how to do this. Because right now I'm used to just plugging in a USB to my, like, there's an Apple adapter that you just hook in my phone or to my computer. It's just USB, and you just hook it up and you click that mic and you're good. This comes with like a cloud lifter and a red box thing and a bunch of really fancy cords.
Sandy says everything's sounding a little bit better. That's
Sweet.
Good.
Thanks.
And Paul says there's just a little bit of an echo. So we are getting closer and closer. We appreciate all the help and the feedback from everyone. We really do. We are learning with everyone else right now.
Yeah, I did like the price tag for these either. It was buyer remorse, and you better not like quit. I was like, oh, goodness.
And Jeremy wanted to know, did one of y'all start YouTube in the background unmuted? I do not believe so.
No, the only thing I had to have for the two cameras, instead of sending myself like an invite link, they told me to do 2 tabs. So one tab I logged in as myself, and the other tab I logged in as myself, and I clicked the other camera. So I didn't have to send like an invite, and like he would have to log it on its phone. It's just all through one computer. So we will see. Hello, Mary Page.
Well, I was saying Mary Page is in the house. Raise Aquatics.
Thank you for being here.
Is in the house. Appreciate all that.
Yeah, I've been wanting these mics for like 2 years. So it was probably at roundabout whenever I realized what they were, but the whole setup was so intimidating to me, and the price tag was so overwhelming that I was like, we'll see. But I figured since I have been doing this for a while now that I'm
time to start learning.
Yeah.
Well, and a big shout out to Rob from Flip Aquatics.
And John from KG Tropicals for helping me.
Yeah, helped me at the last Aquashella when they dumped all the cool new stuff, and the bug bit me, and they both showed me how to hook everything up. I have no clue about the software. Absolutely none. Zippo zero when it comes to the software.
You know what I find funny?
But I can run all the wires, all the plugs, hook everything up, make sure everything's connected properly. But after that, you're on your own.
You know how when you like, I don't know how to say it, just in life, not just fish tanks, when I'm here at the house, and I'm like, man, that would be really nice if I had that. But you're like, no, you don't need that. You're okay. And I'm like, okay, whatever, but it'd be nice to have. But as soon as Jesse does something like starts doing the live streams with me, or going to Aquashella and enjoying in live, doing all that, it's amazing how much I need it now. Like, oh no, you definitely, yeah, we should. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, okay, now.
Well, Geek Boy
Just general stuff.
Geek Boy put it properly. I mean, he really did. He said, now I just need a puppy to chew on the cords to complete the setup.
We have a cat that ate through an adapter last week, a rabbit that ate through one of my light cords back here.
And we have 4 really ornery dogs outside. So I'm pretty sure we got all that covered.
The cat is no longer allowed down here. Like, it's been down here already like 3 times, but it's still not allowed down here. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Oh, I totally understand of getting lost. That happens a bunch. Blue Dog, he gets lost with the electronics.
Jesse doesn't do electronics. I mean, like, at all.
Yeah. I mean, for up until Aquashellas and helping Kerri, texting was about as far as I'd go. I didn't even have Facebook. I mean, you want to go to the farthest spectrum of not being on social media, that would be me.
You will have the TV controller. And this TV upstairs, I don't know if it's too close. I don't know what's wrong with it, but you kind of have to type in the password for the Wi-Fi. He will hold the controller and need to put that in and call me from like wherever I'm at and be like, help me. And I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah, I am technologically
I'll type it in.
Just very, very awkward.
I was busy. Welcome, Discus Talk, if I can talk.
Petro Man, how's it going?
Welcome.
No, I really can't. I mean, all of that is just absolutely awful for me. Now,
it's awful calling the cable company for you.
Yeah, because I won't even call the cable company. If something goes wrong, I'll either fix it myself or I'll be like, Kerri, I guess you'll handle it during the week. Yeah. And they'll schedule a time between noon and 5.
Yeah. We'll be there noon to 5, either Monday through Friday.
Okay, yeah. At some point, we'll show up.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Dee Dee's in here. Hey. How's it going?
Welcome to the party. We ain't doing nothing.
No, just trying out new sounds and what's going on. See exactly if we set it up semi-close or we need to do something different.
Oh, wow.
Well, you better shout it out, is what I'd say.
Thank you, Finn Wiggles. A $20 super sticker. Thank you. That is mighty kind of you. Thank you so much.
And on that note,
you can see what it is on the tab.
Oh, yeah. Go. Right there. Go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a happy day. I'm not crying and like freaking out. Why won't this? They can't hear me. I was like, and I told him, I was like, this is going to either be the quickest 5 seconds to a freak out or the quickest like 5 seconds to like.
It's either going to be epic awesome or epic fail.
And I was up like,
and either way, I'm going to stand here beside you and go, either we did it or let's figure it out. That's all we can do.
And it's not like hooking up the stuff isn't hard. It's just I don't know how to use my computer. My computer is too complicated for me. And then I went and got software that I have barely the capability of opening, much less like.
No, you know how to run the software. It's the fact that you're trying to learn the software in under 12 hours.
Well,
most people would not attempt what
well,
we
and let me
attempted in
tell
one
you,
night.
if
In
anybody's
one night, throw everything together just to
But,
play around
no,
and see what happens.
but like, I don't know, a happy face in the chat if you are like me. It's probably every subject and things I deal with on a daily basis, but especially electronics. If it does not work exactly like it says, plug this in and it'll prompt you. Like, it's so easy. And you put it in.
I can't believe you even believe the
And it
advertisement.
doesn't work. You're like, now I'm just mad. And if you're in like the vicinity of if I can see you and you ask me a question, don't get mad if I'm snappy because I'm dealing with electronics and I don't know what I'm doing. Like
Metalhead, thank you so much.
Printers. Why do printers never work the same after you move them? You move them 2 inches to the right. You plug it back in. You go to print a paper out and they're like, I'm in sleepy mode and I don't want to work for you. You're like, what? That's just me venting. But we don't go to Walmart like ever. And between the three, like the two of us, because the little one was with us, but mainly we went to Walmart like 4 times.
All for little cords and things we had to have just at random times of the day.
Oh
that
my
that
goodness.
is just to, I mean, the attempt here is to start the setup to where everyone can actually see most of the fish room.
Yes, I don't know. I just wanted you guys to see more of the fish room. Those above Jesse head, that's like my little Priscilla drew the middle picture, and then it's got a bunch of stickers around it. And then over here, there's some more like F frame with some stickers, and then I don't know. I just had a bunch of stuff here that I wanted to share with you.
Well, you have a lot of cool stuff you collected through all the fish fans. There's been so many nice people. This community is, I mean, just absolutely wonderful. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. T-Bone, how's it going? I don't know if I said, he's back from the shop. Hopefully he built something cool.
We got new microphones. And for the next remaining 20 some odd minutes, you're going to hear me complain about how I didn't know how to hook them up. Sorry ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, no, everything is working obviously semi-appropriately right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and under a 24-hour period, I got to give it to you. You didn't freak out too bad. You didn't kill me. I'm still alive. I mean, all that is bonuses for me.
Yeah.
We're still here. We're having a great.
I ain't gonna kill you. You need to help me pay for it.
Well, I mean, you have all the bank information. It'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be able to get to it. Yeah. Either way, it'll get paid
Dave.
for.
Welcome.
But that's just the excitement of trying all this out in front of everybody right now is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to pick a name.
Yes.
We got to pick a name for the podcast.
Everyone here, I need your help.
This is
out of all of this.
No one else knows this right now.
We can't.
You are the first. Right now, I got 33 people watching. Mm-hmm. So you're the first 33 people. We need.
There's 2 that we like, but 3 that we like at the same time. But I think like 2 are maybe better. But you guys can help us choose. We obviously like our Jesse and the Gal. That's good one. So, like, add another one to the list. We like tank mates. Like, but I don't know how to put that together. An aquarium tank mate podcast doesn't sound very good. But the ScienceGal Aquatics podcast, like super original. ScienceGal and the other dude, yeah. Yep. And then
ScienceGal and the guy.
Yeah. And then Aquariums Declassified, which I thought was cool because I don't know. We kind of liked it. But we wanted aquariums in the title, but at the same time, we're not really all that creative. So
so if the chat wants to blow up about any ideas about that, those
Jesse
three
and that girl show. Yeah, I like that one.
Well, this girl is the one that got me into the hobby. So
who would have thought that we would be doing this like ever?
I can't believe I'm sitting here. Fishy Biz, what's going on, buddy?
What's cracking?
What's cracking?
But
thank you, Mary Page. Yeah, be sure to hit that like button. Yeah, we are so just trying to everything.
I don't know.
Everything we can do.
All the cool ones are taken.
Yeah, we won't get a cool name, so we're gonna have to go with something not as cool.
Tank Mate podcast sounds pretty good. I thought so too, because we're coupley, but we're talking about fish tanks, and everybody's curious about like what you can put with each other. But getting tanked with ScienceGal, yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I would have been getting real tanked if this wouldn't have worked. After this, be like,
yeah,
let's just have a good time now.
Yeah, it'd have been a very short stream.
I'm gonna go eat my Thanksgiving turkey and we're doing seafood and all my Thanksgiving food, and don't mess with my bottle of wine, and we're just gonna figure this out later.
Yeah, it'd have been a 25-minute podcast.
25 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm out. Can't do this anymore. You can't hear me. You can only see me. Bye. Peace. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know we got to buy this week, Fishy Biz, but we got to beat Denver next weekend. We have to. That is a must.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on because you have not said one thing about football today. And I was like, well, okay. The science podcast with ScienceGal, that's a good one too. See, I've got to stop being so scared to talk about harder type. There's all different types of topics to talk about that I learned over the years that I sometimes get a little, I don't know, intimidated is the right word, but I just got to get out from that and just push myself to do it and share the information that I know. And if you know it, you can help me. And if you don't know it, hopefully I say the right pronunciation of words.
Well, the only pronunciation, hey, Liquid Zoo, the only pronunciation we have problems with is the really long scientific names, especially when it gets into the cichlids and stuff.
I generally have trouble with just everyday English words.
Oh, you do not. Quit doubting yourself.
But I don't know, there's so much to talk about. There's so many different topics. We'll do it. New local Austin's here. Talking science with Jesse and the gal.
Now
it's a good one.
New local Austin, how's it going, man?
You guys are more creative than us.
Well, I mean, we brainstormed a bunch, but
we were brainstorming as I was trying to figure out this stuff, so that's probably not the wisest, but
we were brainstorming a bunch. However, something that everybody in the chat here knows and likes, and we can share out as soon as we launch it. So they're the first 39 people to know we're even doing this.
We're gonna keep it separate. We're gonna keep the Sunday live chats with more of if we can figure out how to use these mics with a guest coming in, keep the Sunday chat more of like this, what's going on behind the scenes, like what's coming up, like just hanging out more of my hangout, like what's up, friends? And then the podcast we're going to try to do once a week and just upload that audio. If it works out and we can figure out how to get audio and video at the same time, then we can always either, if you want it as a member, we can do a member. If you want it as its own video, we can do that. If you want it on its own separate like podcast, like make its own channel on YouTube, we're pretty open to suggestions. But I feel like the more we do this, the more we'll get in the habit, and we won't like be like, oh, it's okay if we take a week, when it's something we look forward to.
There's no taking a week off. You've already drilled it into my brain that I have to. So here we are. If I have to show up every Sunday for these wonderful fish fan people, you're going to show up for a podcast. I can tell you that.
As bad as it sounds, my ideas get better with beer sometimes. It's like my pool game. I can't do nothing and then have a drink, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I'm good now. Patty's here. I don't know if we said hi to Patty, but welcome, Patty.
Select pet, just hijack
the real fish talk. I know, right? Yeah. We wanted tank talk, but I feel like when we looked it up, that was taken. And then we wanted them to do, what was the other one that was had talk on it?
Oh,
maybe it was just
you put me on the spot.
Maybe it was
really
just aquarium talk. I can't remember, but
it might have been aquarium. Yeah, it was aquarium.
It was
talk.
Aquarium talk. And then we didn't know after that if we wanted it like just aquarium talk or tank talk or whatever, and then like with ScienceGal Aquatics or not without. Like, I don't know. It's so like something so simple is so hard. You're like, why is just naming your podcast so difficult?
Metalhead, yes, it does. Sometimes your ideas just get better with time.
You got to ponder it, and it usually just hits you like a ton of like oh, that's it. That's what.
Well, sometimes it just rolls off your tongue. It really does. You're just like, bam, that'll work. That sounds great.
We are not having Jesse's name without Kerri.
No, it's always Kerri first. It's ScienceGal first, Kerri first.
We do this together. This is 100%. Like the videos I do, if I ever like, remember back in the day when I used to walk to school uphill in the snow both ways when I would edit a video on time? You know, back like.
Wow,
as my son says, like I was born in like the 1800s, you know, back
1873, don't you remember?
Back when your daughter asked me if I enjoyed colored TV when it first came out.
Oh, yeah. What'd you guys do with the black and white movies?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I can't believe our youngest children asked us what we did before color television. That
watching The Wizard of Oz and asked me if I liked this when it came out in the movie theater. I was like,
ooh, that's a good one, Sandy. Sandy's got a good one.
I didn't see it. Go back up. ScienceGal Aquatics, Aquarius talk.
ScienceGal, that's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot.
Did we say hi to 3G? Welcome, 3G.
Yeah, I said hi to 3G. I don't know if you said hi to 3G.
Welcome. I got this fancy Stream Deck thing now, and I got to figure out how to put like sound bites in it. So add that to the list.
Well, can you switch over to just you? Switch over to just you. See if it works.
That works. All I know how to do is switch from like views, but not all of the buttons work yet, but you can do.
I'll tell you if it's working.
That view works. That view works.
Well, it didn't switch.
That view does not work. I got to practice with the hotkeys, but stuff. That one works. You can't see as much of the.
Hey, Dee Dee did enjoy color TV when it came out.
I've aged very well for someone born in the buttons. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Blue Dog, maybe the beard of knowledge.
Yeah, no one recognizes you this time of year when you grow your beard out because it gets so cold and you need it. You'll get icicles in it.
Yeah, I've sent her some pictures that, should probably be on Instagram for the world's longest icicles off your beard.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Steven.
Is it being used as your audio source to the StreamYard? No, it's just I went into the the help desk and I downloaded some StreamYard link because I guess it was just now able to work with each other.
It was just now able to interface.
As soon as I hit that link, it was in the help. Like, how do I connect the StreamYard? It changed and it had all the buttons, but then you go into the hotkeys and you just copy start stream, Control S, and you save it in there. But there's no audio
Later, Dave.
or anything. That's all coming through the Focusrite.
Focusrite. Hey, Eric. Why rock?
And then it's plugged into my computer. But the Stream Deck thing, this thing, I don't know if you can see it. You see it without dropping it. This thing.
Yeah, don't break it.
The thing. It's got all these little buttons that you can push. But you just copy the hotkeys or the hotkeys to it. But I was hoping that mainly to switch for the cameras and the in stream and live stream, just so you don't have to fiddle with trying to find a mouse. But it started the stream, but you still had to click another button, and I was like, well, dang. But I'm hoping to put when we launch the website, have a little button be ScienceGal Aquatics.com. There's the link. Or not the link, but here's where you can go after the stream.
Yeah, here's what you can look at.
Or if someone drops a super sticker or something, be like, thank you for the super sticker. A little clap or something. I don't know, something simple.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get there.
The cameras, I didn't go gun hole. I didn't get no fancy. I still record videos on my phone, but they're Logitech webcams that I got. And we have 3, so we can, for the podcast, we'll have 3 cameras, and maybe for this one, for the chat, we can maybe someday, if I can get it.
If we can get it set up, we can
put it upstairs and put it towards the arowana tank, so we can spy on the arowana while we're down here.
Yeah. It's really to show off the rest of the fish room, all the stuff we're doing. It's going to take us some time.
Minutes at a time.
We are not by no means technologically advanced. Between the both of us, we make one smart tech person, and that's after we argue a little bit and figure it out together.
Yeah, we come up with our best game plans after a really good argument. Be like, oh, that's a really good idea.
Well, it's not an argument; it's more of a banter back and forth because she's wonderful.
No, it's brainstorming in a loud voice.
Yes. Well, you don't completely understand what's going on. I have no clue, absolutely none, and ultimately, I just want to make you happy. So the only thing I can do is throw my hands up in the air and go, honey, I'll try to fix it. Mm-hmm. That's the best thing I can do.
Mm-hmm. The K&J Fish Hour. That is a good one. I like that one.
That wouldn't be bad either. I like that too. That's pretty good. And that is why we should always outsource to ask questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a bad habit of I never know what I can't I don't know. Nothing's ever bad. It's just I never know what I should share, what I shouldn't share. If I share it and then I don't do it, then I disappoint. And it's just
Steven, she always wins.
I don't ever.
She always wins.
Right. Right.
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
You know you do.
Sometimes.
Otherwise, this room wouldn't be filled with fish tanks.
Yeah. But do you know what this room was filled with before?
Stuff.
A desk with a broken printer.
Stuff.
Mhm.
Lots of stuff.
Well, thank you, Blue Dog Aquatics, for stopping in. Thank you.
Later, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by.
I hate when that happens, Lady Metalhead, when you're typing real good, you're in the chat and you realize you're like a few minutes behind. You're like, oh my gosh, oh no, I was super behind, but I just ignore that. But still do it anyway. Never fails. What?
Liquid Zoo. I could get on that title. I could get on that name.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't like it, but I would.
Mm-hmm. There's always.
I could probably make that work.
Was there anything you wanted to talk about in the last couple minutes? Because then we're gonna go check on the food.
Well, I know the food needs to be stirred for sure.
Mhm.
I got a green bean casserole. I have the corn dip going. I got sweet potatoes going. I got mashed
It's starting to
potatoes.
smell good.
Yeah, and I'm starting to smell it downstairs. So
Mhm.
I know that it is time for me to check on my food.
Which one was it? I didn't see it. Did I miss one?
And we have had a very long, I won't say stressful weekend, but I will say a weekend of new adventures.
Yeah, it's
Things that I have never done or tried before.
Mm-hmm.
And today's the first. Thank you for everybody experiencing it with us. Now that is awesome to me, and for Kerri not ultimately ending my existence over all of this. So to turn it over to my beautiful wife, what do you got? What do you got going on over there?
I'm going to hopefully put out a video soon. We're going to work on this podcast and this website. So if you would like a t-shirt, we can have them available for you. So
And the website's got a lot more knowledge on it too.
Like it's how I've kept my fish. Like if so you're curious about keeping guppies, you can go to my little page on how I keep all my guppies and some little helpful facts over just the fish that I've kept. So there's not gobs of lists. It's just the ones that I've kept and what I've experienced. So hopefully it'll help.
Kept like 16 different types of fish besides just guppies.
And then there's a page where like all my favorite products. So if you're curious, like what filter, this is what I use in case you are curious. And then there's the homepage and a list of like Aquashella dates. The Aquaticon, I believe, is on there. The Triple Crown event is on there. It's just a page of events. And maybe if I can figure it out in a reasonable time, I'll put the list of like the live streams on there too. So it's another source for the live stream schedule. I'm just trying to make it just a cool little
hangout.
Another option.
Jimmy P, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Aquarium connection taken. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out after the stream. I wish I had a pen to write all these down. I'll have to go back through and write them all down.
Yeah,
you guys
we'll be replaying our own live stream just to get all the comments right.
Mm-hmm. If we steal one of these and like go with it, we both like everybody falls in love with it.
Yeah, somebody's getting a gift card, a big one.
Have to get a prize.
Yeah, someone's getting a big gift card.
Awesome. We appreciate you. But yeah, we're gonna go check on the food, and we'll see you next Sunday at 4 Central and through the week in all the fishy chats, and hopefully in the next video soon. So thank you so much for being here. It was a fun time, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate all the super chats. Hit that like button.
Yes, thank you. And Replay Squad, thank you too.
That's right.
Bye.